Alright, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be in the Great League Remix and we are going to be testing out Ludicolo, seeing how well it does in the current meta. And to be honest, it's been quite fun. I have been testing it out already, using him in some battles, and it's been really great. But you'll see why as well. Why he's probably not used as much as he is. You'll definitely see that today. Some of Ludicolo's flaws. Hey Alex, thanks for joining. Glad you can make it tonight. Sorry we're a little bit late. Hopefully we'll have some more joining us soon. So let's get into it. We're going to be battling in the Great League Remix, and this is the team that I put together for tonight with Ludicolo. So we got Mandibuzz leading the way with our Snarl, Aerial Ace, and Dark Pulse. Ninetales to cover the insurmountable amount of flyers that we come across in the battle, and as well as then Ludicolo with the moves of Bubble, Scold, and Leaf Storm. And so hopefully the surprise factor of using Ludicolo will come in handy against our opponents. I didn't get your Star Wars quote. No, sorry, Alex. So we're going to get straight into our battles tonight. And I see we've got a Pokédex entry in the chat already as well. And I'll try and figure out what Pokemon that is. But let's get straight into our first battle tonight. Against AOT 2303. Alright. So leading with a Mandibuzz, and we got Togekiss. That's not a good start. Togekiss being a fairy type will have resistance to our dark moves. We'll do a flying attack first, and then I think we might have to switch here into our Ninetales, which will be super effective. Hopefully we can get a bit of damage before he switches, which he does. Alright. Not effective. So we might have to... We're stuck using him here, so maybe we can try a Dazzling Gleam. I don't think this will be very effective either. Just because it's a poison type. Yeah, that's not effective, but we did a decent amount of damage. Alright, so we're going to bring in Ludicolo now. Brian, not effective. The one thing I've found with Ludicolo is he's quite slow. He's charging up. It's quite slow. Gunk Shot. Ooh, that was super effective. I didn't use my shield in time. Now we've got a situation here where we both all have our shields. I'm on my last Pokemon. We'll use our first shield here. Flygon is his third. I think we can take this damage. I'm not quite sure what it is. Dragon Claw, yeah, we're fine with Dragon Claw. Dark Pulse. Mandibuzz has got to do all the work here now. Another Dragon Claw. I think we'll take the damage. Down into our red. Okay, he's on his last one. Both shields up. There we go. Blocks. sure he'll block again. But his damage is too quick here. We're not going to be able to make it. With the shield left, we should have shielded against with our Ludicolo. A little bit of a mistake there. But not too bad. The first round, Mandibuzz doing all the work. Ludicolo a bit slow. Alright, game one. Not too bad. Let's see if we can get some wins with Ludicolo tonight. Yeah, Alex, I have seen Star Wars. And wearing a coat. I'm wearing a jersey at the moment. I know it's warm in terms of English weather. But my South African blood is not quite used to the weather in this country. So I do have a jersey on. Even though it may be a little bit warm. Alright, Pokédex entry. Much remains unknown about this Pokemon as few have ever seen it. However, we know that it is calm and dislikes conflict, and it enjoys polishing its face against trees and rocks. Okay. Not a Pokemon I'm familiar. I'm trying to think of what that Pokemon may be. If anyone in the chat knows what that Pokédex entry is, give a go. I'm going to have a think about it. Crocodile. Okay, I'm fine with this matchup here. We don't have to switch too early. We'll start with a Dark Pulse. Ludicolo would probably be a good matchup against Crocodile. But I think we'll wait for the first charge attack from his side. I'm going to shield. Flamethrower. Okay, I probably could have let that go. Now we're going to switch to Ludicolo. Now, let's see what it is. Crunch. Okay, we're fine with Crunch. Alright, he switches. I think we'll use a shield here. Okay, Leaf Blade. We actually could have gotten away with that. We're going to try our own Leaf Blade. I think he'll probably shield. I would. Leaf Storm. Okay, we'll have to take the damage. Alright, this is fine now. So with our Dark Pulse... Actually, I should have used Aerial Ace there. But Dark Pulse is good enough, because he'll shield anyways. Let's take the damage on this attack. Close combat. Yeah, that's fine. Aerial Ace. I'm surprised close combat did as much. You know what? Because Mandibuzz is a dark type, that's why. Alright, Aerial Ace. This should KO the Crocodile. Oof, almost. That's unfortunate. It's also not good because we've got an Ice type. Alright, what do you have? What's your last Pokemon? Just turns out that it's a Empoleon, Steel type. Yeah, so that's game lost there. The final matchup just didn't work out. So Ludicolo so far hasn't been too great. Yeah, Alex, it does seem to be just you in the chat. We have a few watching, but you're just the only one chatting right now. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We need might need to switch things up a bit with Ludicolo. Maybe I'll lead with Ludicolo with the surprise factor if we need to switch on. Because as soon as we're switching in game, our opponent just has an answer, which obviously gives him that switch advantage, and we don't want to give him switch advantage. And it seems like everyone's got an answer for Mandibuzz right up front, so I don't want to lead with Mandibuzz. So maybe let's try leading with a Ludicolo. Alright, let's see how that goes. Empoleon is quite a good Pokemon. bring up over here. Alright, I'm going to use this party. Alright, I'm going to need a clue on your Pokédex entry, Alex. You're going to need to give me a clue on that one. I'm quite stumped. Stumped for thought. Let's get into our next battle while I wait on that clue. You can give me the types. Or single type. Oh, we had an error finding a match. Hopefully we're not going to have some issues tonight. Alright, there we go. Okay, so starting out Ludicolo against Victreebel. This is not a good matchup. How's that? We go for the switch. We change Ludicolo first, and then we come up against a Victreebel, which would have been a perfect matchup for our Mandibuzz. Just shows you the luck of your opponent in the beginning. It just that first lead is so important, and you could be having the toughest time finding the right lead, and you're changing to match up what's going against you, and then all of a sudden it's not like that anymore. I don't mind Mandibuzz against Mantine here. It's not a bad matchup, besides the fact that it has a Ice Beam, which I'm going to assume he will use now, but we'll shield just in case. And we'll do it again. Alright, so Mantine down, he's kept a shield. Super effective card bank. Let's switch. Okay, he's switching again. Yeah, you see that switching is just, and now Victreebel just wasn't the right. Okay, Victreebel's out now. Carbing's left. This is not going to do much damage. And neither would our Dark Pulse do much damage, because it's a fairy type. Moonblast. Right, so far Ludicolo, my analysis of him hasn't been too great. A bit slow to get to his charge attacks. Quite slow in the battle itself, and he takes quite a bit of damage as well. I was hoping that the surprise factor of Ludicolo being a water grass type with a water and a grass move, hopefully we could catch some people out. But so far we just haven't been able to really utilize him properly at the moment, especially because we've just had our first game as our first matchup has always been a terrible matchup for our lead, which has caused us to switch, which allowed us opponent to switch into something that is effective against our switch, and when you're stuck on that, then they just got to take the damage. You can't even switch again. Yeah, it does make more sense for Lickitung with a menacing lick rather than a Snorlax. Yeah, we're gonna do Captain America's team at the end. I've gave it some thought. I have three in mind that I think if Captain America was a Pokemon trainer, those would be the three. Mr. Puzzles, hi Mr. Puzzles. Thanks for joining us. You want my trainer code, Armin? No problem. I'll put up my trainer code for a bit, so you can see. And I'm gonna try and figure out this Pokédex entry while I have that up. So there's my trainer code for all those. There we go. Alright, so I want to go back to the top here. Type or gen, rock steel type. Rock steel that I can think of. It's, let me just read it. So I'm either thinking it's Bastiodon or it's Aggron. But let me just read here. Much remains unknown about this Pokemon. If you've ever seen it, however, we know that it is calm and dislikes conflict. Alright, so that doesn't lead me to think Aggron. So that leads me to think more of it is Bastiodon. ITV, Mr. Puzzles. What's ITV? So close. Okay, with that, and then it must be it's Shieldon then. If we're that close, it must be Shieldon. No, did you not think it was that, Mr. Puzzles? Alright, let's get back into our battle. Yeah, the small boy, the little one, Shieldon. Alright, let's go with Ludicolo up front again. Ludicolo against Quagsire. This isn't actually too bad. Okay, he's switching, and my game's freezing, and now I can't see what we're switching to. Ninetales. And we'll bring out our own Ninetales. Weather ball. We're just going to be spamming weather balls at each other. Take more damage. Okay. Do I keep Ninetales alive? I think we'll use a shield here. Just want my Ninetales to stick around a little bit longer. See if we'll bait a shield out of him. I don't want to use another shield, so we'll use our charged attack. Okay, so he does do that. Interesting. Oh, thanks, Frank. Frank the Dust Hound, thanks for subbing, really appreciate it. Let's go back with Ludicolo. Testing out Ludicolo tonight. A Venusaur, okay, I want Mandibuzz here. Against Venusaur. He'll switch to the Quagsire, which I would rather prefer Ludicolo here. Stone Edge, it's fine. Dark Pulse. Yeah, I'll guess the Pokédex entry now. After this battle, I'll have a look at it. I really prefer this against Venusaur, because the Stone Edge is going to do a lot of damage here. Stone Edge, yep. Alright, let me change to Ludicolo. Alright, I'll keep Mandibuzz. Sludge Bomb, effective. Aerial Ace. Let's go to Ludicolo. And let's just... We got 2 charged Scolds here. Okay, so he's got his first. Frenzy Plant, we should be fine. And then another Scold will give us the win. There we go. Ludicolo's first win and his first knockout of the night too. Look at that. Not too bad. That was a better showing of Ludicolo. The little dancer, he won. Oh, that felt good. Feels much better to have a win there with Ludicolo. Alright, let me read this Pokédex entry here. I'm actually going to pin it as well. Alright, let's have a look here. Its body is covered in fluffy fur. The fur keeps it from feeling cold while it's rolling on ice. While it's rolling on ice. Interesting. Alpha Q. Where's the best place to catch Pokemon? If you're talking about Pokemon Go, where's the best place to catch? Probably Japan, in terms of on a global scale. The best place to catch Pokemon is definitely Tokyo, Japan. But where are you based? Maybe for myself, the best Pokemon where I can catch that's close by. Yeah, I am from Joburg. Are you from South Africa? I'm currently living in the UK. Best place to catch in Joburg, Santon City, if you're over there. For myself, when I was over there, that's where I would catch. Is over in Santon City. I think they had a good amount of Pokestops and gyms for you, and a good amount of spawns as well. Yeah, lekker. Good to have another South African on here. What do I miss from that side? Definitely family, but in terms of like South African things, definitely the weather. 100% the weather. And biltong. Finding some good biltong. Yeah, there you go, biltong. I miss that proper biltong over there from that side. Your park has 5 or 20 Pokemon. That's quite a random amount. It is hotter in South Africa. 100% hotter in South Africa. I'll show you the code now. Alpha Q. After this battle, I'll put up my code. Do I block this? I didn't, but we're fine. Okay. Scold. He switched there. I saw that. Okay, Annihilate with a Scold. That's not bad. We're fine there. Good hit. Dropped his attack. And I think Ludicolo has done a good amount of damage here. I'm going to shield anyway. just because I want to do one more scold on it. Ja, dis is die beste weer daar. Please do excuse my Afrikaans, it's not the greatest. I have a high school level of Afrikaans. Oh, that was a terrible switch, but thank goodness he switched too. Should have actually kept. I can never remember that dinosaur's name. Aurorus? Something like that. Okay, great. Weather ball. Okay, we're safe. And this will be our second win. Ludicolo coming in clutch again. It wasn't too bad there. With the right matchups, Ludicolo is quite effective. All right, let me get that code up for you all to see. Let's go there. And friends, there's the code, Alpha Q. I'll leave it up for now. Always. Are you also in Joburg, Alpha? Ramos Education has a very similar situation to me currently. Awesome. Let me grab my Stardust. Yeah, Josie, awesome. That's really cool. Claim our rank. Not moving up after those few. We're going to have a few more battles with Ludicolo. I want to give him a proper test. Ooh, Guzzlord. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Not effective because it's a dragon. That's not going to be good. So we'll switch to Ninetales. Cresselia. Psychic type. I'm not going to block. Grass Knot's fine. Then we're going to Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam should be pretty good if he lets it through. Good. Alright, so that's quite a bit of damage. And now we're just going to go for a Weather Ball. Blocks, okay. I want to block, but I don't think it's worth it. Grass Knot. This could be another grass knot. Ow, Moonblast. Not what I wanted to see. Okay, here's Guzzlord again. Mandibuzz is going to have to work hard on this one. Because both of Ludicolo's attacks, Scold and Leaf Storm, are not very effective against Guzzlord because Guzzlord's a dragon. So I'm going to protect Mandibuzz as much as I can and do as much damage here as possible. Actually, we could have survived that brutal swing. Too late now. Aerial Ace. There's his last shield. Can we get one more Aerial Ace out? No, we can't. Dragon Claw. Ludicolo. It's all up to you now. Do a Skull just to reduce his attack. But it's not going to do much damage. Oh, he gets a charged attack off. Do we live? A Dragon Claw, we should live. Alright, last one. Super effective against Dust. That's not going to work out. Okay. Guzzlord had us on that one. Had to switch. Ludicolo is not good against dragons. Alright, let me think. We have this Pokédex entry. Let's use some of that brain power that I have left of today, which isn't much. Let's bring up. I don't know where my chat went here. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, so its body is covered in fluffy fur. The fur keeps it from feeling cold while it is rolling on ice. Fluffy Pokemon that rolls around. I can't think of one. Swinub seems like a good guess. Can we get a clue, a type? I want the types. Or type if it's just one type. Trying to think of a fluffy. I want to guess Snova. Oh, that's a good start. Rapidash against Ludicolo. They must be testing out Rapidash. Do I block? I'm not going to. This might be risky. Flame Charge. I'm assuming he's going to block. Yeah. Well, we'll do what we can with Ludicolo till he's gone. That's fine. There's a shield down. We're definitely going to use Mandibuzz here. Flame Charge will take that damage. I thought you did a Bomber Snow the last time. But you're right, it was Snova. Pure Ice type. Aerial Ace, gone. Bye-bye. Alright, what's next? Of course. Switches. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. Nidoqueen is weak to ice. Shields. But we're going to take a lot of damage here. We'll use our first shield. Fox. Weather Ball. This will KO Nidoqueen. Alright. Which will leave him with an Electrode, which is not good for our Mandibuzz, so we're going to keep Ninetales alive. I don't think we can get to a Dazzling Gleam. Weather Ball, oof, close. Aerial Ace, come on, there we go. Another win there. Okay, a rolling hint for an Ice-type Pokemon. It's a pure Ice type, and apparently it has fur. Fluffy fur. Fur keeps it feeling cold while it is rolling on ice. Pure Ice type. Sure. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what that Pokemon could be. I'm stumped. Pure Ice type. Is it? No, it can't be. Snorunt? Alright, Ludicolo, show us what you got. Show us why do we put you in this team? It was Feel. Is Feel Feel's not a pure Ice type, is it? Ludicolo's timing. Like if it was four hits without quick attack to charge, he would just be so much better. I think this was a terrible switch on my part. Okay, didn't work out too badly. But it was, it is terrible. I wanted to save Ludicolo for Quagsire. And now I'm going to suffer the repercussions of my poor choices. Oh, Mandibuzz. That's fine, actually. Oh, a switch to Quagsire. Alright. Not bad, not bad. I saw that switch as a hit. Ludicolo. We'll use our first shield. We'll use our second shield. I'm going to use a Scold here, because I think that will do the job. And I want to try and hit Mandibuzz with a Scold, which I'm not going to get. Now it's a race. Ace. Okay, I think we win this race. I think we win this race with our weather ball. Yeah, we do. The Dark Pulse will do very little damage, with Ninetales being part fairy, which he gives it a try. Not a bad amount of damage, to be honest. There we go, another win with Ludicolo. And Ludicolo actually came in clutch in that game. I think the surprise of him is there. He's got his faults, but he's not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Alright, what we got next going up in the chat here? It looks like we've got 2 Pokédex entries. Ramos. Alright, let's do... Okay, we'll go with Alex, and then, because Ramos said that they'll repost theirs later, so we'll do... So, a smart and kind-hearted Pokemon, it glides across the surface of the sea while its beautiful song echoes around it. They have gentle hearts. Because they rarely fight, many have been caught. Is that Manton? Lapras is actually a good guess. Oh, it sounds like it was Lapras. Very good, Ramos. Alright, Ludicolo, a dragon. Another dragon, a poison dragon at that, which is not good for us. So we'll switch, and I'm sure they will as well. Oh, that worked out nicely for us. A dancing Cherrim. I'll use a shield here. I want to keep Ninetales alive for the Dragols matchup. Also a weather ball. Again, I want to keep Ninetales alive here with as much health as possible. We'll just have to take this on. From now on, it's all based on our Pokemon strength. Shields are gone. Alright, what does he bring out? A Golbat. Another one that's really good for Ninetales. But I'm going to bring out Mandibuzz. Because, again, Ninetales would be best for the Dragols matchup. That's fine. Dragols here. We can do as much damage as possible with our Mandibuzz. That's decent. And yeah, our opponent gave up. I think they saw what was happening there. Oh, that was another good win. We're on a roll now. 3 in a row. See what we can catch. Marini, not too bad. See if we can get a nice one. Toxapex is quite a decent Pokemon in the Great League remix to use. Alright, we'll have to have a look and see if those stats are any good later. This will be our last battle tonight that we're going to have. Alright, let's see. It loves sparkly things. It seeks treasures in caves and hoards the loot into its nest. I want to say Sable Eye. Oh, but it's Dragon type. Okay, so dual type, yes to Dragon, no to Steel. Pseudo Legendary. It loves sparkly things. It seeks treasures in its caves and hoards the loot into its nest. Sparkly things. I want to say Garchomp. Super close. So is it one of its pre-evolutions? Gibble or Gabite? This is not a bad matchup here first off either. The grass dulls down its electrical ability. Gotta pick one. Let's say Gibble. Felt Stinger, super effective. Very nice. Blocks, okay. I'll block as well. It is Gabite, so I got it wrong. Felt Stinger hits hard again. Ludicolo's put up a decent fight here. He's used both of his shields now. And we're not going to block this, we'll just let it go. Togedemaru's on its last legs. Felt Stinger. It's very strong now, it's doing a lot of damage. But Ninetales will finish it off quickly. We still got a shield available. Let's see what comes out. Okay, Golbat, we're happy with that. I'm happy with that. He's got no shield, so he's pretty much KO here. Almost. Poison attack. I'll block, because we are part fairy. So we'll block the Poison Fang. Finish off the job. With a lower defense, I'm going to switch to Mandibuzz. So we can reset our defense when it comes back in, and we'll have a charge attack ready. Power Punch. Okay, he's going to try and power it up. So we got Aerial Ace. This will be super effective against him, because he is part fighting against Scrafty. Super effective. We'll go again. So Ludicolo did a good job there in the beginning. I think we've got this one in the bag. Yeah, our opponent gave up there. Alright, there we go. That was a good run at the end. I think Ludicolo leading out, being a bit of a surprise Pokemon for our opponents. Not quite sure what to expect. That's the nice thing with a Pokemon that this isn't quite used often, is that people generally don't know what either moves they're running or when they haven't seen it before, so they're not quite sure how it works. So that's where I think Ludicolo got us some good victories there in the end. And that was a good run there. 4 of the 5 we won, getting our rating up. And that is our battles for tonight, and that's Ludicolo for you. So my verdict on Ludicolo is defensively not great. To be honest, he does take quite a bit of damage. His takes a bit to get charged up. But the two charge moves that have been recommended for him to use with Scold and Leaf Storm do quite a lot of damage. Leaf Storm catches out the opponents quite a bit, and Scold is actually just a really good move in itself, where it does an attack drop on our opponents. So not too bad of a usage. If you like Ludicolo, give him a go. Try him out. I think he's really cool. He was quite fun to play with. With Mandibuzz and Ninetales in a team, covering each other's weaknesses there. It was great. Dragons we struggled a bit with when Ninetales couldn't deal with them. Ludicolo is terrible against dragons. But there's not many dragons right now in the remix of the Great League at the moment. Quite a bit of water types, and that's where I think Ludicolo might be a good surprise against the Quagsires, the Feraligators, Empoleons. Was with that Leaf Storm. If their shields down and you hit them with the Leaf Storm, they KO. Alright. What we're going to do next is we're going to discuss with the chat, if Captain America was a Pokemon trainer, what would his team be? I'm kind of excited about that one, to kind of see what everyone thinks about that. But I just want to catch up here in the chat with some Pokédex entries before we do get started. Next one that we have, and I think this will just be our last one, and then we're going to discuss the Captain America's Pokemon. But so this is its form once it has awakened and evolved. Freed from its heavy mask, its speed is greatly increased. If you have another, do it after this one. Okay. I just want to catch this Basculin here. Alright, this is its form once it has awakened and evolved. Freed from its heavy mask, its speed is greatly increased. If you have another, okay, I keep reading if you have another. Let me think. Yeah, I'm confused on this one. You're going to have to give me a clue. I don't know what this Pokemon is. With a mask, it sounds strange. I'm trying to think of a Pokemon with a mask, and my thoughts in the beginning was Ogerpon. But Ogerpon doesn't evolve. Oh, that's not a good Basculin. Wild Zangoose, we need him. Zangoose, not good stats on him. And let's see what this coughing has. My best tip for catching Pokemon. Are you talking about just the general catching the Pokemon with the Pokeball, Ezra? Or about where to find them? Just general catching. Where's the Pokemon around here? Let me show you. So best tips for catching Pokemon. Obviously, I'm sure you're aware of the ball that moves around in the Pokemon. And obviously you want to get it to... You want to get your Pokeball in that circle when it's as small as possible. But really to do that, And some tricks that I've seen people use is if you hold on the Pokeball, you can see the circle moving after he attacks. And then once you let go, I stopped it at a certain level there. So the next time he attacks and I throw the ball, that circle will still be in the same place at that same level. So if I touch, you'll see there. And so once he attacks, I have to wait for him to attack. And I like to use this tactic specifically with harder Pokemon to catch. Obviously, coughing at this stage is not that difficult to catch. But when you do a raid or you find a really super rare Pokemon, obviously to use your Ultra Ball, definitely throw in a Golden Berry. I'll just use coughing as an example here. And then you wait for that circle. And then as he attacks, that circle doesn't move. And once he's finished his attack, you throw. And if you get it, you want to get the distance right, but you get it right in that circle. It takes a bit of practice, but you'd always get it as an excellent throw, especially with your legendary Pokemon and the super rares. Generally, they seem a bit further away, so as you kind of get the feel for that throw. And generally, if you get it into that circle, just as they attack, if you time it correctly, once they've attacked, and then you release, you should land in that circle and get excellence majority of the time. That for me, I found that tactic very good when trying to catch the legendaries and your super rare Pokemon. That for me is the best way to make sure that you get an excellent all the time. Let's claim that reward there. All right, so let's see, Alex. So you said Captain America fighting. So Captain America himself is fighting Omastar, Celebi, Avalugg, Shieldon, and Bravery. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon. Okay. You can throw a little out the circle as well, Alex, yeah. So, and obviously curveball. You always want a curveball. Don't throw straight. You just want to always get a curveball. Curveball always increases the chance of catching the Pokemon. I know you want a fighting type Pokemon. So, this is what I had. So Shieldon is Shieldon is the one that I didn't have. So I had 3 that I was thinking of. Shieldon you can add there is 4. So if Captain America was a Pokemon trainer, Shieldon I like. The other, I had Bravery as well. Sure, Chiranthan. Just give me your Pokemon trainer code and I can add you. Yeah, definitely I can add you. Just put your code in chat and I can add you. Or if you want me, just let me know if you want. I can put my code up and you can add me. And maybe I'll do that. So there's my code. So then you can just add me. So if you're in chat right now, you want to add me. There's my trainer code. You can add me. So if Captain America's a Pokemon trainer, so I'm thinking. So yeah. So you said. I said Bravery. That was the one that came to mind, Bravery. And I said Zamazenta, which is a fighting steel Pokemon and also shield based. And then I said Arcanine. And I like Arcanine because Arcanine is a very loyal, straightforward, proper Pokemon. Never puts a foot wrong. Definitely. Randy, yes, 100% Randy. Thank you for sharing, Randy. Yeah, so awesome, Jonathan. Let me check here. I don't have it yet, but I'm sure it'll come up once it's there. Oh, there we go. And I hope I'm saying your name right. Let me get that code back up there for anyone else who'd like to join. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Great. I'm glad I'm saying it right. Yeah, I think Arcanine would just be great as Cap's dog, like a loyal companion, always by his side. So that's what I was thinking. So if I went six, I want you to explain to me though why you said um, Avalugg, Omastar, and Celebi. Let me. How many legendaries do I have? That's a good question. Not as many as I'd like. Let me have a let me have a look. You got 5. Very nice. Which 5 do you have? I want to search here. You can look. I got 31 legendaries at the moment. Okay, that makes sense. Celebi, he was from the past and he went back to the past in endgame. Yeah, Celebi is the time traveler. And Omastar, a fossil. Captain America is technically a fossil. Oh, nice. You got Mewtwo. I finally got my first Mewtwo when they had the last Team Rocket event. Where's my Mewtwo, though? I can't find him. It's Mewtwo's not legendary, though. Mewtwo's mythical. Oh, wait, no, there he is legendary. He is legendary. Sorry, you're right. There he is. I couldn't see him. And Cosmoom, that's cool. I wish I had a Cosmoom. That's the one I wish I had. Fortunately, I was taking a break from Pokemon Go when Cosmoom was out. Alright, Omastar, yeah, Omastar's cool. So that, yeah, those are some good explanations. Avalugg, yeah, when he was frozen, that makes sense as well. So those aren't bad options for him. Yeah, that's a decent team. Nah, don't worry, Chirantan. You keep your Cosmoom. Cosmoom's got cool evolutions. Don't worry, I'll eventually get my one. They'll bring him out again. The Pokédex entry. I asked if it was something, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, I said I needed a clue because I have no idea what it is. First I thought I said it was Ogerpon, but Ogerpon doesn't evolve, so it's not Ogerpon. Gambit, Ninetales, Electrode, Lucario, Scizor, Weezile, and Gallade. I think the dark Pokemon there should be King Gambit in that team. How many do you have, Chrissy girl? There's quite a few. Not as many as some others, but it's been a slow process building up that legendary pool of Pokemon. Give me the type on that Pokédex entry. I enjoy Chiranthan. Go enjoy playing some Pokemon Go. It's an awesome game. You have a good night. We'll see you next time. It's a normal type. A normal type. Pure normal. I feel like you're trying to trick me with this one. True, you are trying to trick me, or true at your favorite time? Probably true to both, isn't it? Is it Eevee? No, it won't be Eevee. Because Eevee is normal and evolves into different types. It doesn't evolve into a normal type. Enjoy the struggle. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have a mask, but its pre-evolution has a mask. And I'm trying to think of a Pokemon, just a Pokemon with a mask. Yeah, pin this. I'm just gonna pin it to the top because, wait, it is pinned. No, wait, it's not. Oh, wait, there. It is at the top. This is its form once it has awakened and evolved. Freed from its heavy mask, its speed is greatly increased. Okay. I'm gonna need another clue. I might as well have frozen. I was thinking. I need to get some light here. It's getting dark. Alola. Alright. Because this is a really difficult one, I'm going to pull up the Alolan Pokédex. And this will be the last one of tonight. This will be the last activity because it is late and I do need to get going. So once I get this Pokédex entry, then we will be calling it a night. Alright, let's have a look. And I'm also running low on the battery. Alright, so not Young Goose or Gumshoes. Looking at these normal types that they have here. Definitely not Blissey, that's a slow Pokemon. That's dark. Looking at the Meowth, but that's a dark. That's fighting. Definitely not Smeargle. Fira, flying, normal. Yeah, you can put one up for the next stream We'll be back on Tuesday with another. We'll be doing water-type Pokemon Lillipup. No, it's not that. You've done that one before. It's not Lillipup. Kind of has somewhat of a mask on its face, but that's fur. Wigglytuff, no. Taurus, no. Miltank, no. Definitely not that one. No. Can't be cast form. Normal. Okay. I found it. I know what it is now. I know what it is. It's Silverly. Type Null has a helmet, which I assume would be the mask, and Silverly the type normal. Oh, which camera angle? That one there. It's my double chin when I look down. You enjoyed the struggle. Yeah, no, it took me forever to get to that one. I couldn't think of that one. But also, yeah, that's a Pokemon that I haven't had much experience with, to be honest. Silverly. I have one. I've caught one in Pokemon Shield. I know you get one at the end of the game. You can get your hands on a type null in Silvally over there. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming through tonight. I really enjoyed the chat and the battles with Ludicolo. Pokédex entry for next Tuesday, so we can think over the weekend. This Pokemon digs nests in mountains. They build their complicated, interconnected tunnels into mazes for the next stream. All right, I think I know what that one is, but I'll share it on Tuesday. And yes, we can do a team of Baron Mordu. We'll do one on next week Thursday. We'll do another Marvel character Pokemon team. It's a pleasure, Ramos. Ramos Education. Thanks for joining us again. Thanks, Alex, for being with us again as well. For those that are here week in and week out, every stream, I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can get more in the chat, enjoying the time, discussing Pokemon. I really love it. It's great having a chat with you. Yeah, I need to do some research, especially for Baron Mordu. I don't really know him as a Marvel character. I know he's with Doctor Strange, but yeah, I'll have to do a bit of research on him. That's all right. Next week we're gonna have to do Pokédex entries. We'll do the last one that we have here, and next week we'll just do the quiz, and maybe we can do some more Pokemon chess. And maybe I'll put up some Pokédex entries for the. That's what I'll do. I'll bring some Pokédex entries next week. And we'll see if the chat can figure them out, and give you a chance to see what you can figure out from the Pokédex entries. All right, well, cheers everyone. We'll see you Tuesday. Have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon.